Hello beautiful people and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I go from this to this as I share with you an everyday fall makeup look. This easy look we're going to achieve not using 101 different products, and it's not going to take us several different steps. Always here on this channel we like to keep things simple, we like to keep things laid back, but still like to enjoy the different makeup looks that there are out there. Let's get it started. I already did my skincare base. You know how important that is. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here telling you how important a skincare base is, but don't forget it, don't miss out on it. I am gonna finish off with an SPF because I feel like this was an honorable mention for me, especially this summer. I'm gonna carry on to use it fall and winter because it's such a good product. This is from Sunbum. This is their daily gel moisturizer. I love it because it looks good under makeup. Any everyday makeup look, you need to have an SPF. I learned that the hard way. If you wanna stay looking young, if you want good, clear skin, SPF is the way to go. If you're not a fan of wearing SPF because you don't like the feel, try this one out. I think that you will like this because it's super lightweight. It almost reminds me of the Smashbox makeup primer. The consistency, skin tinted up. What is that new thing that they're doing? That thing, you know what I'm talking about? When it's good, they do this. I'm so awkward, guys. But that's the sign. I've been seeing it everywhere and I'm like, this is a classic. This is an OG. If you haven't tried it already, it's one of the most luxurious skin tints out on the market that is actually worth it. It's so lightweight. It's very blendable. In case I didn't tell you what shade I'm in the shade 10. We're actually gonna take this new brush that I got from Tarte. This is part of the Ulta Beauty sale that I got. It's the Tarte Bamboo Fluffy Brush. It's so nice in application. You guys know I'm a Sigma girl. Like, I love my Sigma brushes, but this then like made me feel some type of way when I started using it. So I was like, let's go. And I got it on sale, so love this. It makes blending a breeze. And then of course the skin tint is also very blendable itself, but I feel like using this brush instead of my hands, because I usually will use my hands for a skin tint. I know it just gives more of a softer finish. That is the base. Let's go into the eyebrows. I'm curious to know, have you guys done microblading? I've always been really scared to do it for myself because obviously being in the aesthetic world, I've been around it for a long time, but I've never done it myself because I'm always nervous with how it's going to turn out because I've seen really great jobs and I've also seen really bad jobs. The risk is just, it seems too great for me, but I'm curious to see if you guys have tried microblading and what your thoughts are. I kind of feel like it's died down in the industry. Like, people aren't doing it as much anymore and I wonder why, but maybe that's just my perception. This is the Morphe micro brow pencil in chocolate mousse that I'm using. I think this was only $10. I was like, so far I've been really liking it. So like always, I'm just using the spoolie to fan out the product to make it look a lot more natural. I'm doing light strokes to blend in with my real hair, make it all look like I just have naturally pretty brows. I love dragging out the tail of the eyebrow because it just adds more of a finished look. You also look a lot more pro when you do that with your eyebrows, but not too much because you don't want to look like your tail is flying away. You know what I'm saying? I find that a good measure is to the corner of your eye. That's just a good little tip. Let's go in with the brow gel. I'm actually going to use the Rare Beauty brow gel. I've been loving this lately. Really loving the size of this spoolie because it's like small and tiny and really gets in there with everything. I appreciate that. This is one of my favorite concealers, also an OG. This is the Giorgio Armani, the Luminous Silk Concealer. I'm in the color 6.5. This gives such a beautiful finish. I use it for every day because it's such a light concealer. It's not full heavy coverage. Sometimes I'll just wear this without even a skin tint and it offers me such great coverage that I feel like it just looks so good. Get a slightly lighter color than your skin color because then you can brighten up your face with the concealer instead of just concealing. That has changed the game for me when it comes to my makeup. I'm gonna apply it in these areas like I usually do to help again brighten the face. I'm also gonna do a little slimming effect here right underneath the contour line. It just snatches your face like so pretty. Before I blend this out with a beauty blender, I'm actually going to take a flat definer brush. This is the flat definer brush from Sigma. It is the E15 brush, one of my favorite brushes for really precise makeup application. We're going to finish up the brow makeup, a tip that I love doing because it immediately makes you look pro and it doesn't take very long. You just kind of frame your brow after you've done your brow makeup so that you clean up any of the lines that you're working with so that it's crisp. Sometimes I don't even use concealer. Sometimes I'll just use the brush itself because it'll have residual What is wrong with my mouth today? Residual makeup. But then when I'm really trying to like impress you guys, I'll put on just a little bit of the remaining concealer underneath my eye and blend it together. So I'm sure you guys have seen me do, but in case you didn't, I'm doing it again. I'm gonna take a small beauty blender and we're gonna go in and blend the concealer in. What I like about that concealer too is that it doesn't dry too fast. So I had time to be able to do my eyebrows and I have time to like talk to you because it's not gonna like dry into my skin. It's a very hydrating concealer. This for every day is just, it's sending me. Next step is bronzer. We're gonna do a light bronze because it's an everyday look. We're not gonna go that serious and I usually don't on my everyday makeup looks. Gonna use the Makeup Forever. This is not Makeup Forever, this is Milk Makeup. Hello. This is the Stoked Sculpt Stick. This is such a great product, so easily blendable and beautiful. I like how compact it is, it's so cute. I'm just gonna pop the bronzer on to these little areas for that snatched look, guys, okay? But just make sure you don't forget to blend it, because I've done that a couple times. Don't do that. Come here, Patrick Ta, where are you? I miss you, I need you in my life. Patrick Ta has an amazing bronzer brush. So this is the Patrick Ta for Face Brush 6, and I like to use this one for blush, but he has a really good bronzer. Actually, it kind of looks like this one. A really good bronzer brush, and I've been obsessed with it lately because it does it for me. I'm gonna use this right now. This is the Face 6 Patrick Ta brush. It just does it so easily, look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this neck so I don't forget it because mom brain, I will forget my neck. Blend the rest of the makeup very easily. Just those areas are gonna give you the perfect contour. I'm not gonna blend it down and I'm not gonna blend it too high because that's where I wanna put my blush and my highlight. So just kind of keeping it in this area here as I blend upwards to work the makeup into the skin. I blended that in like 2 seconds. That was like nothing. Now let's move on to blush. This has been my favorite, the NARS Multiple. Some people got on me and were like, it's not new. Yes, it is. It is new. It's a new formula. So they've always had these multiple sticks, NARS has, but they just recently came out and reinvented their formula to make it better. And I love this one so much better than the old one because the old one wasn't doing it for me. The finish is stunning and I can't stop talking about it. I'm gonna use the color Sinful. So this is looking like so pretty, and I think that this is great for fall because it's that warm, cozy tone. It's like red leaves, you know? I don't know. I love when makeup looks capture facets of nature. This is my fall. This is gonna be more of a matte finish. Goes on cream, finishes in matte. Setting spray on my beauty blender, kind of activate it. Go in with that. You also can rub this in, which I really like too because it's so blendable. I'm being just extra and I don't want my hands to get dirty right now. It's very subtle, very beautiful. I love it. You can also apply it to your lip because it is the multiple stick. I'll save it for my lip later because I think it's really pretty on the lips as well. Say Glow Sculpt in Pink Glow. We're gonna take that same Patrick Ta face brush that we just used for the bronzer. Why? No, that's a mistake. We're gonna use the Fenty 135 highlighter brush because I wanna have more of a precise application. It's just a little bit. I love this cream highlight because it's very subtle, but it's there. Let's go into eyeshadow. Very, very excited for this part because I'm obsessed with this palette. I feel like this is the perfect palette for fall. Smashbox. I probably have already shared it with you multiple times. Fiery Vibes. This is the color palette. Look what we're working with. If that doesn't scream fall, I don't know what does. It's so stunning. So if you want to follow along and do makeup with me, we're going to be using this palette a lot. I'm going to use my eye shading brush from Sigma. This is the E55, and we're going to go in with this shade here, this color on the palette. I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of the eye and blend out. It has like a nice, pretty goldish mustard color. It's not too gold, it's not too mustard. I think it's like right in between and it's actually stunning to me. I've been wearing this every day and it's not overpowering, but it still gives me the fall effect, you know? And all I have to do is one coat. I don't have to do multiple coats. I'm gonna take this blending brush. This is the tapered blending brush from Sigma, the E40, and I'm gonna take this color here, the one, it's the darkest brown in the palette, and it has like a little shimmer to it, and I like that. So I'm just gonna blend this into the creases very, very lightly. It's just gonna add a little bit of interest. Always get so many compliments when I wear this eyeshadow combo. I always like to add something on the bottom of my lids because it brings balance to the makeup look. It really sets every makeup look off. It makes you look pro, it makes it look like you spent so much time on your makeup look and you didn't. You just added just a little bit of makeup onto the bottom line. I kind of like to squint my eyes a little bit so I can like have a little shelf. Don't want to overdo it, just a little bit like that. I'm using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara in brown. This works for me. If you like black mascara, do it, but I feel like for fall, this is so pretty. It really brings out brown eye colors, and I feel like even if you had another eye color, it'd probably make it look, the contrast looks so good. My lash serum is working overtime for sure because I lost all my lashes after having baby boy. I immediately started as soon as I could on my lash serums. I was using like more natural lash serums because I was nursing. It was opposite with Sabrina. My lashes were so huge with Sabrina. But anyway, that was a tangent. I'm using Grande Lash right now. Did I already say this? Did I already say this in a video? I apologize. I've timed myself doing this exact makeup look and it will take me no more than 11 minutes. I don't know why 11, but 11 minutes. I always hit it on 11 minutes. We're gonna use the Rhode Peptide Lip Shaper. I'm gonna actually use the shade Lift and we're gonna go in and line out my lips because this has been one of my favorite things to do lately. And I love this product because it's so creamy and it allows you to get like a really like non-precise line. I don't like it when it looks like you're wearing lip liner. I like to just have it blended out and very effortless looking, you know what I'm saying? So this allows me to achieve that. And then also the technique of like blending it into your lip while overlining it is really important. I'm gonna use that Sinful Multiple Stick from NARS. Apply it on my fingers and dab, and it actually lasts for a good amount of time. I was surprised. And that's it for the lips. Let's go over with the powder because I've been using powders like it's gone out of style because I've been trying out different ones. I think my skin after having Sebastian has been a lot more oily in places, so I need something. Before it wasn't like that and I could like get away with not having a powder, but lately I've been loving finding and discovering new powders that aren't like super intense. Today we're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my favorites. I take this brush from Sigma. This is the F08 Precision Powder Brush. It's a brilliant brush. I recommend everybody to use this one if you haven't already for any of your pressed powder because it gives you such a precise application without it being too heavy or too much. Right in the areas, pretty much my T-zone where I get most of my oil and most of when my makeup will come off. I also do this trick where I will semi-bake, okay, and just like cross that area where I put the concealer in the beginning. I kind of set it with the powder and I don't know, but it just really defines this. I almost said snatched again, and I love what this does. Let's go in with the setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. You know it. I fan it off to set it. This is an everyday fall makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you found it helpful. I hope you'll try this makeup look out. I will link all of the products that I use in the description. I also will link it to YouTube Shop. If you're not familiar with YouTube Shop, you can actually go direct through YouTube and then it will take you to the website in which I link for all the different products that I've used. I'll get a commission off of it, which helps me support this channel. So if you are able to do that, that would be so amazing. If not, you can go over to my LTK or my ShopMy. I tried to make sure I'm diversified on different platforms to make it easier for whatever platform you use. If you have any questions about colors, if I forgot something, let me know in the comments, of course, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because it really helps support my channel as well. I appreciate you guys so much and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.